Hey guys, it's Animelover and Fangirl with me.
Yeah, wow.
So basically, we're back with another coloring in a coloring book. So we have our wheel, we have our two coloring books, and we're basically going to spin. Also, if you hear a noise in the background, no, you didn't. There's no noise. Okay, so let me do my spin.
How about you show them what the spin is meant for?
Oh, yeah. Basically, when I spin, I'm going to get mine, and when she spins, she's going to get hers.
Yeah, so we've already divided all these pages
into like wacky shapes.
Yeah.
Like they're all different. None of them are the same. See, it's all so weird. We did this off camera.
Yep. So essentially it just means that like she'll get one part and I'll get the other, and we'll color it differently based off of our spins.
Yep. So I could get like crayon and she could get marker. This is what happened here. So
that was a terrible spin.
What did I get? Oh, I got Sharpie.
Oh. Well,
yeah, okay.
All right, Sharpie's yours. Well, I'm just throwing it.
Okay. You got pencils.
Black and white.
Oh no!
Oh God!
Oh no!
Well,
this is about to be really interesting for you.
Very.
Well,
I get no color.
I have you get Sharpies. All the Sharpies are in the hobby room.
Well, have fun with that.
Okay, we're gonna get to this. This is about to be fun. So yay! So we didn't exactly fully explain what we are fully doing in this. So obviously you know that we are coloring in a coloring book, and then we spun to get our color choice, not color choice, but color option or thing that we have to color with. I got Sharpie. Well, what we also did, and what I forgot to mention while doing the intro, was that when I spun and I got Sharpie, in Fangirl's coloring book, she is also coloring in Sharpie. And then later, when we're done with the Sharpie coloring, then we're going to the pencil, aka the black and white coloring. I just wanted to throw that in there because I remembered after we finished the intro, that's how we do it, and I'm pretty sure y'all would have been confused of like, why are you like doing black and white now? That's why, because I then would go to her book and then I would be doing the black and white, which is why we switched books. I just wanted to throw that in there because it was going to be confusing. So I spun for Sharpie, and boy was it interesting coloring with Sharpie. Well, it's been so long since we've colored with Sharpie in general. That actually used to be our main medium back in the day, actually, when we still did a lot of traditional art. We did a lot of Sharpie. We own a lot of Sharpie. You can kind of see in the background there's a little, like, bucket or bin or something with Ziploc baggies. Yeah, that's all of our Sharpie to keep all of them, like, color coordinated to make it easy and all that. Let's just say it's kind of annoying to have. We also have one for our colored pencils like this as well. So that's a whole thing. If we ever get colored pencils, you'll see that tub as well. So while doing this, many Sharpies died. Many. It was outrageous how many died. Like, I would grab one, I'd use it, and it'd be dead, which is so crazy because I was using a set like I had from like my main like go kind of Sharpies. I was going through those. I had recently used them for something else. They were just dying left and right. Fangirl was grabbing Sharpies. They were dying left and right. And we're like, oh my gosh, they just keep dying. Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, I did not count how many died, but at most, I think there was around like 7 out of all the ones we grabbed. And we weren't grabbing much because we were just trying to stick to what we were using because we're like, okay, I think we were just scared to use Sharpies, I'm going to be honest. So that's why we didn't really grab that many. So that was just super funny. Another thing that was really weird was that whenever, like, we grabbed a Sharpie, some of them smelled weirdly sweet. I don't know if you've ever had this where you've grabbed, like, say, a black marker and it smells like cookie, like a weird cookie fragrance or something. I know that's something that, like, we've always experienced with, like, certain markers, but it was just thrown off by some of the Sharpies like straight sweet. Like there was this orange, and Fangirl was like, smell this. I'm like, what? Why? And she's like, just smell it. I'm like, fine, I smelled it. And I'm like, oh, that is weirdly sweet. And then some of them just smelled stale. Like they smelled just bad. And I'm like, ugh, I don't like this one. Get this done quick and over with. So that was really weird and interesting. So, yeah, I didn't know Sharpie had weird smell, and it was just weird because some of them smelled sweet, some of them smelled stale, and some of them just straight up smelled like normal alcohol Sharpie. So, yeah, weird with Sharpies. I will never understand Sharpies. So, while doing this, there was not a lot of, like, color choices, surprisingly. With how many we had, not a lot. One, because they kept dying on us. Two, there wasn't a lot of different hues. And we both, this was both of us who struggled with this. And we're like, ah, crud. Like, I was sticking with what I was doing. And I was trying to go with, like, a more simple kind of color palette. But it was very hard to do anything because of the lack of hues. And it was a struggle, man. So you guys will notice that I actually finished first. And I eventually will pan over to Fangirl and show her progress on her working on her color page. And it's funny. I always finish first. This happens later, actually, when we're doing the black and white, was she got the simplified version, and I still finished first before her. And she was like, what the, how? And I'm like, just laughing at her, because I'm done. And she's like, this is so stupid. How are you done before me? And I just thought that was the funniest thing. I guess I'm just quicker at coloring, or I'm just not caring as much. But either or, it's super funny.
Dance with me. Back and forth. Move my body back and forth. Move my body back and forth. Move my body back and forth. Move my body. Dance with me. Back and forth. Move my body back and forth. Move my body. Dance with me. Back and forth.
Okay, so we just finished the Sharpie one, and now we are going on to the next one, which is black and white, aka pencils. And to level the playing field, we both have these really cute ones that we really have. They're mechanical pencils, so this is about to be really fun. And that's what they look like. I'm the unicorn, and Fangirl is the duck. Or is it a chicken?
It's a chicken. What is on the floor?
I don't know.
I found a highlighter.
But we're basically going to go into the next thing, and we're going to see how fun this is about to be. Yay! This was probably the most annoyingest thing to do. It has been so long since I have colored, along with Fangirl has colored in just pencil, and we were just like relearning how to do it, and it was just really weird because I was like, I was so confused because I was like, do I color the whole thing in first, or do I shade it? Do I do this? And it was a struggle the whole time. We did stick to the like mechanical pencils for like a short bit, but like they didn't last long, specifically for the fact that like one, the lead is super tiny. I think it's like a 5-point lead, but they were just so little and hard to fill in big spaces that we gave up and just went to a normal pencil to color in quickly and like bigger things because it was just hard to color with those things. I did try sticking with the pencil for as long as I could. Fangirl, she straight up gave it up as quickly as possible, went for a normal one, which is fair. I should have done it too, but it's hard when we both are trying to use the exact same pencil and we don't have another pencil on hand. So that was its own problem. So we had to like keep fighting for the pencil. So one moment I'd be using the pencil, the other moment she's using it. And then one moment I would really need it and she won't give it. And I'm like, please give it. Please give it. And she's like, no. And I'm like, ugh, fine. I have to use the little pencil. So that was its own funny thing. Another thing that was really hard to figure out was just how to color parts. I know I kind of briefly mentioned this like a second ago, but I was really trying to figure out where and how to color it just in general, because I didn't really have a vision at all for this black and white stuff. Normally with like coloring, I have a vision with colors in my brain, but I don't have any vision with just black and white in my head. I've never been good with just black and white type stuff. It's never been my thing. So I was just like, okay, do I color this? Do I don't color this? I'm super confused. So that was a whole struggle on its own. And I think Fangirl also struggled with this as well. I think we both executed it pretty, like, good at the end, but it was still hard to do. Another thing that was really different that we both were doing was 2 different shading styles, which doesn't sound weird until I start explaining it. So, normally, people will color with what is it called? It's like a little blender stick or something. I was gonna call it a colorless blender. No, that's markers. But no, it's basically like a blending stick. Well, we don't really like those things that much because they're kind of hard to use. I've never understood how to use them, so we just don't use them. And what we use is actually our fingers to shade things specifically with just pencil, which I know you're not supposed to do because it'll make it oily and it doesn't smudge very well. Well, I don't care. Well, Fangirl specifically was shading with her finger, and I was trying to shade without my finger as much as possible. Yes, there were moments where I did do it, but that's where I was trying to get like softer gradient, but I was trying very hard to not use that method because I wanted to see how it would look not using that method, while Fangirl was using that method. And it was very interesting to see how different both of us were doing it, and I just thought that was very interesting. Another technique that I used that Fangirl didn't use was I actually used our kneaded eraser. So on the Jello portion of it, I was trying to get it very dark but keep it kind of light. But I didn't know how to shade that without it basically being really weird. So what I did was I fully colored it in with black, or aka the pencil, and then I got our kneaded eraser and just kept like pulling and like trying to erase with it, but without erasing it. And afterwards, it left this kind of like imprint of the pencil, you know, like when you press too hard on paper and then you erase and sometimes the pencil is still there. That's what I was basically doing, and I did that a few times, mostly with darker parts and trying to get them kind of light but not too light, just to get that weird kind of look. And I think it turned out pretty cool, and I'm definitely going to be using that technique in the future because it was very interesting to use that in general. Another thing we did which was at the very end, this was off camera, we taped the paper. We did not want in the future for it to smudge or get ruined, because sometimes that can happen if you're constantly using something very frequently, and we just didn't want it to smudge. So after everything, we tape it. We tape both pages and all that kind of crap. Just, that's something I wanted to throw in there because that was something that Fangirl wanted me to mention, that we taped it. I also want to add that I went through 3 different white type of markers to get highlights, and it was so annoying because the one I thought was going to work didn't work. It was too transparent and it just was awful. I just hated the pencil. Then the other one I used straight up just didn't go on. It was not juicy enough to go on at all. And then the last one finally worked, and I was kind of annoyed because I hate using this one, but it worked for what it was for, and I was very grateful for that specific marker. Since we're getting close to the end of the video, I'm going to do a little self-promotion because, well, I can. So if you guys want to get exclusive or early access, including early access to art that we make in YouTube videos, which is, I always post these before I upload the videos in general. So you get these really advanced before anything. And I don't post them anywhere publicly unless they're adopts. So if you want to see the art after videos and stuff, check out our Patreon and other stuff there as well. We try to post there as frequently as possible and all that. We have a bunch of things there that we upload and just stuff like that. If you also want to support us with commissions, then please consider checking out our Ko-fi. We have a bunch of Yacha stuff, a bunch of just commission info and all that kind of crap. If you also want to support us with character designs and you like character stuff, we have a bunch of adopts and we do custom adopts as well. And if you are interested in getting anything like that from us, then consider checking out our Toy House and our Instagram adopt account. All of those links will be linked down below in the description. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Bye!